guys, welcome to my bedroom, and today I will be filming my July TBR. I know it's a little bit late to be filming this, but one of the reasons I'm filming a July TBR now is because I just found out that the Booktube-A-Thon read-along is next week. And next week, the 14th through the 18th, I will be at summer camp as a counselor, and therefore will not have time to devote to just reading nonstop. So I figured I should probably just tell you what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the month. I didn't really have much time to read last week as I was really busy, and by the time I got home I was exhausted, and next week I won't have time to read, so I've pretty much been forced to condense as much reading as I can this week and the 2 weeks after camp at the end of the month. So we're going to see how that goes, but in the meantime, here are the books I plan on reading for the rest of the month of July. And they don't really follow my established list that I wanted to. Yeah, here we go. The first book I started in the month of July was The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Kness. I tried to read this all last week, but I couldn't because I was so busy with VBS, or Vacation Bible School. I had to work that at my church. So I tried reading as much as I could, but I needed to stop so I could read the library books that I got. One of them being The Geography of You and Me by Jennifer E. Smith. Last summer I read The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight. This book I am almost done with. I have less than 100 pages left of it. I'm going to finish it today. I really like this so far. It's cute, but it's not my favorite right now. I mean, I literally finished this Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight in like 4 hours. This one's a little bit longer. I think it's the longest of her books, but yeah, and it's summertime. I felt like reading contemporary, so sorry. After I'm done with The Geography of You and Me, I will move on to Wild Cards by Simone Nicholas. I should read through this fairly quickly because I love her Perfect Chemistry series. It is one of my favorite series, even though that sounds really dumb, and I got through each of those books really fast, and this seems a lot like it. I mean, I will finish this before I go off to camp. I just felt like putting it down because I do really love it so far. I just needed to get some quick reads in there. So the book I will be reading during summer camp is the Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy bind up, and I decided this because that way I won't be bringing a whole bunch of books. I'll just have one book with me the entire week, and I found out that I'm not going to be an actual counselor but more of like a camp leader, so I won't be in charge of actual children. I can just at night before I go to bed read this, or whenever I feel like it, I can just read this. I'll read this on the bus and I won't have people yelling at me. If I get through this, that means I will have read 3 books. Is it 7? No, but 3 is better than 1, which is better than 0, which I originally would have read during Booktube-A-Thon because of camp, but so far this is what it looks like I will be reading for Booktube-A-Thon because of dates. When I come back from summer camp, I have 2 more library books I need to read, and the first one being My Life Next Door by Huntley Fitzpatrick. I tried reading this last summer, and I, 1, couldn't really get into it, and 2, just didn't have the time to, and I have decided to try it again because a lot of people say that it is amazing, and I'm all like, okay, fine, I will power through it. I mean, I didn't read through much of it. I literally read like the first 2 chapters, and I was just like, I'm not feeling this, but I'm gonna, press on, see what I can get out of it. But yes, fluffy romance. I only have the first one in my possession because they didn't have the second one at the library. There's another contemporary off the list. Then after that, I am going to read a book I had never heard of before, and it's called A Corner of White by Jacqueline Moriarty. I have read a couple of books by Jacqueline Moriarty, and I really like them. I thought they were very interesting, but I had never heard of this one, and I actually picked up the sequel for this one first because the sequel looked so cute. But this is the first one, so I was all like, okay, make sure you get the first one first. This is like a fantasy book, and pretty much it's like this girl finds like a secret portal or something to another world because this guy is sending her letters asking for help to find his father from this guy from this other world. And so they're like exchanging letters, and I don't really know what it's about, but there's like a secret kingdom and lots of letters being exchanged between the two main characters. It sounds very interesting. Jacqueline Moriarty is good at two things. She is good at weird, fantastical, supernatural comedies, and she is good at letter writing novels. This sounds like both of those things, and I hope I enjoy it. I hope to finish it. She is an Australian author, by the way, for those of you who are into that. The last book I plan on reading in July, getting back to my established summer TBR, is Bossy Pants by Tina Fey, just because it's kind of short and I want to read one nonfiction book, and I love Tina Fey. Honestly, it's my life stream to be either John Green or Tina Fey. So these are the books that I have actually planned out. Hopefully I don't go to the library anymore and get more books because I really can't afford that right now. I have too many things to read, and yeah, I figured I would film a video so you guys will actually see me this summer. And yeah, I hope all of you have good luck and success with whatever books you are reading for Booktube-A-Thon. If you are participating in Booktube-A-Thon, let me know with what kind of books you're reading, because I am always interested in seeing what other people are, how ambitious people are being. And I will see you sometime soon. Have a nice summer. Bye!